Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
If you're thinking a quick trip to Wendys won't break the bank, you might be in for a bit of a surprise. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. Fast food chain Wendys has spent most of this month trying to pinpoint the specifics of a credit card breach.
Tonight, at least one person here in the Valley says his credit card information ended up in the hands of hackers after a stop at a Wendys in Fargo. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hocker reports on the man who wants to warn other people.
Altogether, it's close to 500, between 400 and 500.
That's how much Nick Stoltman's credit card was charged after he grabbed something to eat at this Wendys on 45th Street in Fargo.
It was like a $3, 20-some-odd-cent charge here at Wendys, and that was the only time I used it, first and only time. It's been in my wallet since.
These fraudulent charges are part of a bigger credit card breach impacting the fast food chain. In a statement, Wendys says they've been investigating the breach since mid-January, and they've hired a cybersecurity firm to pinpoint the exact details of the breach. Wendys hasn't released any information on where these breaches happened, but they do say the time frame they're looking at is from late last year. However, Stoltman says it's quite clear the data breach has impacted at least one Wendys here in the Valley.
If it happened to me, it's going to happen to other people in the area, so check your credit card statements.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Stoltman says his bank refunded the fraudulent charges. Financial experts are telling people to avoid swiping their credit card at any Wendys locations until the company has sorted this problem out. If you've used your card there, pay close attention to your monthly statements. And if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our Whistleblower Hotline and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
The search continues tonight for a man who ran from a stolen car he was driving and may have tried to take someone else's pickup. First, let's start with the pickup. An employee of Treasure Island near West Acres says he saw someone running from his truck that was left running behind the business. It was customized for the driver, who uses a wheelchair, so the would-be thief was unable to drive it. He did get away, however. Now, moments earlier, authorities had stopped a car in the West Acres parking lot. The driver of that stolen car took off running. Two passengers inside the stopped car, Courtney Reyes and Manuel Reyes, were arrested for possession of drugs paraphernalia.
A Fargo man is warning people to be on the lookout for what he says is a scam in classified ads of the Fargo Forum. Doug McDougall says he saw an ad for an ATV and decided to try and purchase it. While going through the process, he says many red flags popped up, like the seller would not communicate via phone and wanted an answer quickly, and the seller also wanted the money paid to him first via Google Wallet. A spokesperson with the BBB says this sounds very familiar to an automobile scam, similar to a scam that happens on Craigslist. Doug McDougall says he reached out to alert the forum about the scam, but hasn't heard back from them.
I buy things out of the paper all the time, but you know, like, you think they're legitimate, but this one is not. Yeah, it makes you wonder, you know, because this one certainly looks legitimate.
We reached out to the Fargo Forum to find out if they were aware of the suspicious ad, and if so, what they plan to do about it. We have not heard back from them yet. This story came to us from our Whistleblower Hotline. You can call 237-6576 or submit your tip on our website, valleynewslive.com.
A Baudette, Minnesota woman says her reputation was tarnished by a recent broadcast report from Grand Forks. The woman told us today that the report implied that she may have taken money from a GoFundMe account set up for the families of 3 men who died on Lake of the Woods last fall. In October, Retina Lavala set up the account for the families. More than $27,000 was raised. Lavala told us today that all of the money has been accounted for and given to the families. Meanwhile, the Sheriff's Department is investigating and has not commented on this case.
Investigators have released a sketch of the man suspected of robbing a Rothsay bank at gunpoint. They believe the man has a darker skin tone, but they're not sure of his race. If this person looks familiar, you're asked to call police immediately. Officials are also looking for a 2007 or newer dark-colored Cadillac Escalade believed to have been used in that robbery. Country star Jason Aldean is entertaining the crowd at the Alaris Center tonight. Those who attended had to deal with stepped-up security, something you'll need to get used to.
Valley News Team's Wendys Breach traveled there and got reaction from concert goers.
Country fans lined up to see Jason Aldean take the stage in Grand Forks, and the line was long when the doors first opened.
You never know what's going to happen, and concerts in a huge place like this can get a little crazy, and especially when it's someone so big. I think they're doing it for the right reasons and the right intentions, so I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Officials encourage guests to travel light and carry only necessary items inside. To make the lines go faster, doors opened 90 minutes before the concert, 30 minutes earlier than usual due to the new security screening, which focused on the use of metal detectors.
It'll take a little longer to get into the concert, and so that's why we got here so early, is so we could get in and early and try to find our seats and do stuff that we want to do before it actually starts.
The Alaris Center says these security procedures are common in arenas and stadiums throughout the country, and at the Alaris, everyone was checked. Also, bag size restrictions took effect to go along with the usual items you can bring in, like alcohol and video recording devices.
It's not fun, but, at this point I just decided don't bring a purse. It's not worth it.
Overall, people appear to be understanding about the extra security.
I think it's okay. I mean, we all want to be safe. We want to enjoy our time out, so it's just a precaution.
In Grand Forks, Wendys Breach, Valley News Live.
And for a full list of the items banned at the Alaris Center, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
A new contest at MSUM has scholarship prize-winning hopefuls tweeting up a storm. It's called the #BeADragon contest. Tweet at admission MSUM why you want to be a dragon, and you could win a $2,500 scholarship. You have to complete your admission application by March 11th and be accepted before you can win. But President Ann Blackhurst is right on board with this idea.
Before I became president, I had no idea what a hashtag was. Now I use them every day because that's where our students are. They're on social media, and I find that some of my best interactions with students are in those arenas.
MSUM is giving away 4 $2,500 scholarships and $2,000 scholarships. Visit mstate.edu/beadragon for more information.
People packed Fargo's Holiday Inn tonight for a good cause. Every seat was filled and the head count was more than 540, each helping TNT Kids Fitness raise funds to help thousands of kids in our community become more physically active and ultimately lead healthier lives.
And ultimately, the dollars that are raised helps us grow for more programs. And today we serve over 2,000 children, and that really helps us expand even more.
This was TNT's Kids Fitness's 7th annual In Their Shoes event, which is one of the organization's largest fundraisers.
A science project that took several months for some students was put on display today. The students at Park Christian School proudly presented their hard work at the science fair. It's an opportunity for students to pick a topic that interests them, then research it and present their findings. But it's not all about science. The project helps students develop skills that will help them with their future careers. Some of the categories the students' projects fell under include animal science, engineering, and computer science.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
So it kind of felt cool out there today. We were near 40 yesterday. We're about half that as we went through this.
But the trade-off was less wind.
Right.
Yeah, less wind, but the wind did bring in the cool air, and more wind is going to bring in a lot warmer air as we go through the next 12 hours or so. Let's take a look at our tower cam time lapse today. We had the windy conditions in the morning, cloudy skies out there. We reached our high of into the upper 30s at midnight, and temperatures have been falling ever since. We reached our low a couple hours ago of 19 degrees in Fargo, still with plenty of clouds out there. Well, as we go through the overnight period, temperatures will rise by 7:30 a.m. up to 28 degrees, cloudy skies, and it will be a nice and warm start, but temperatures will again rise pretty nicely. Near 40 degrees by noon. We'll have a chance of some rain showers out there. Everybody well above freezing. freezing even as we go through 5 p.m. Still have that chance of some rain showers later on into the afternoon. Temperatures look like this. We are at 24 degrees right now at Fargo, into the upper teens. Crookston, Thief River Falls, 20 right now at Grand Forks, and even warmer air as you look off to the south and to the west, where they're near 30 degrees at Jamestown and down toward Oak. So you can see where the warm air is right now. We had some breaks in the clouds as we went through the early evening period, but now we're tracking some snow showers and maybe some sleet, as you see here in the pink, as you make your way from Devil's Lake down toward Jamestown. And this is actually the start of the really warm air coming in. High pressure's off to our south. We have that flow from the south bringing in that unseasonably warm air that will come in tonight and last with us through the day tomorrow. Temperatures still above freezing even at this time of night as you look off to the south and to the west. So temperatures are going to stay into the lower to mid-20s out there as we go through the overnight period. We have that wintry mix or some sleet coming through. This is around 4 a.m. into the Fargo area. That will move off into central Minnesota. The morning commute around 7:30 looks dry, and it will be warm. Temperatures rising into the upper 20s, and then as we go through the afternoon, near 40 degrees, some rain showers moving through, and it will be rain for everybody as temperatures are well above freezing. As the system exits, they might see some snow showers, especially out toward Bemidji or Wadena, but icing probably is not going to be an issue. Even as of 6 p.m. tomorrow, we're still above freezing. The Fargo area should just be mostly cloudy by tomorrow's commute. Then we're going to see the skies clear, but temperatures will stay mild as we go through the weekend into the mid-30s out there for your Saturday as another system misses us to the south. So your afternoon planner looks like this, into the upper 30s out there into the southern valley. We're going to keep cloudy skies with some scattered snow showers everywhere you look, near 40 degrees out toward Lakes Country. Into the mid to upper 30s, cloudy skies with scattered rain showers into Northland and into the northern valley. The same thing. We will see mid to upper 30s out there. Now, as you can see, the freezing line well to our north as we go through tomorrow afternoon, but really cold air is starting to filter in, and the coldest air will be just before daybreak on Wednesday. As you can see, most of us below zero, but the freezing line reaches all the way down south, even toward the Mexican border. So colder air is on the way. Here it is in our 7-day forecast. First for Saturday, we are pretty warm out there, a high of 36 degrees, partly cloudy skies, some flurries possible, still warm on Sunday up to 31, and then 23 on Monday, partly cloudy skies for Groundhog's Day. Winter does return. 14 on Tuesday, 10 on Wednesday, and we will be windy out there and only back up to 11 by Thursday. We're going to miss that storm system to our south and to our east. We're going to get the wind and very cold temperatures next week, though.
All right.
Okay, thanks so much, Justin.
Yeah.
A huge recall by Suzuki.